Good evening. Όπως είδατε και στην ανακοίνωση στο φόρουμ, το μάθημα θα πραγματοποιείται κάθε Τετάρτη. Είναι πλέον σε ατομικό επίπεδο. Okay, let's check what homework we had for today. So last time we did some grammar, as I can see. We did a lot of things from the grammar book about the passive voice, right? And we did exercises A, B, C from the workbook on page 42. And from the course book, we did pages 62 to 65 up to exercise E. Okay, so let's see what we had for homework. For homework today, we had from the grammar book on page 72, the exam practice. Okay, exercise A. Okay, so open your grammar books, please, on page 72. From the exam practice, exercise A on page 72, okay? So, I will start reading the sentences, okay, for you. They haven't sold any tickets for the school show yet, being. So what we need to do here is to turn this sentence into the passive voice, right? And we write, no tickets for the school show. Which tense have we got? We've got the present perfect tense, okay? No tickets for the school show have been sold yet. Have been sold, all right? Number 2, when we got to the market, they had sold all the fresh fish already. All the fresh fish, we check the tense here. We have past perfect. So all the fresh fish had already been sold, okay? When we got to the market, had already been sold. Number 3, they won't collect the rubbish tomorrow morning because of the strike. B, the rubbish, simple future tense in the passive, the rubbish won't be collected, will not be collected, or won't be collected tomorrow morning because of the strike. Number 4, Kate raised 3 children all by herself. Brought. So we need here the phrasal verb bring up, okay? Because we will turn the previous sentence in the passive voice. Kate, no, we don't have any passive voice here. We still have active, but it is the verb bring up, okay? Kate brought up 3 children all by herself. Kate brought up 3 children all by herself. Number 5, when do they deliver the post? Asked Henry. Delivered. When, the simple present tense, when is the post delivered? Asked Henry. Number 6, fortunately, the fire didn't destroy the house completely. And we have destroyed. Fortunately, the house, passive voice, past simple tense, wasn't completely destroyed by the fire. The house wasn't completely destroyed by the fire. Number 7, Sam and Gail arrived just in time to see the performance. Showed. So we need the phrasal verb show up, which means appear, okay? Arrive somewhere. Sam and Gail showed up just in time to see the performance. showed up. Number 8, Rudy decided to stop eating chocolate because he was getting fat. Rudy decided to stop chocolate, to give up eating chocolate, or without eating, to give up chocolate because he was getting fat. Okay? Nice. So let's see what else we had for homework today. We also had exercises B and C on page 73. All right? So page 73, exercise B, multiple choice, grammar and vocabulary. Choose the word or phrase that best completes the sentence. Number 1, I'm afraid that this project won't be finished by Tuesday. B, because we refer to the future, to a future action, okay? Won't be finished by Tuesday. Number 2, has the teacher returned the tests yet? No, she hasn't, okay? B, because
Так,
the
друзья, всем
question, in the
привет.
question we have the present perfect tense.
Если меня
That's
видно,
why we have
слышно,
to
дайте знать в чате.
give a short answer by using the auxiliary verb, which is has, okay? No, she hasn't. Number 3, why is
Так, жду
Sally
пока
so
ваши
upset?
ответы в чате. Сегодня
She
что-то трансляция
hasn't
никак не
been
хотела
invited to
включаться.
Anthony's
40
party.
минут мы в
She
итоге
hasn't been invited to Anthony's
ей.
party. So it's A.
Скажите, видно
We
ли
need the
меня
present perfect
сейчас?
tense
Слышно
because
ли меня
we don't know
сейчас?
the time. We
Здесь
don't
ли
know
вы на
when something
связи?
happened, okay? Number 4. Do you know what holiday is celebrated on July the 4th in America? Sure, Independence Day. So it is C. Is celebrated.
Прием,
We use
прием.
passive voice in
Не
the present
слышно, меня
simple
не
tense
видно. Не
because it's
вижу
a
ваших
habit,
сообщений
right?
в чате.
It always happens. It is always celebrated. Number 5. What has been decided? Nothing. We are still discussing the problem. Again, we have passive voice in a question form, and we use the present perfect tense. Again, in this case, we don't know the time. The time is not mentioned, okay? What has been decided? D. 6. I was so happy to see Heidi at the party. I didn't expect her to show up, okay? We need the phrasal verb show up, D, which means arrive, appear. Number 7, Pete and Debbie were brought up in Australia, were brought up, okay? Were brought up, to bring up. Number 8, these police officers are investigating a robbery. Investigate a robbery. Είπαμε το investigate σημαίνει ερευνώ, κάνω έρευνα και το χρησιμοποιούμε πιο πολύ για αστυνομικές υποθέσεις, έτσι, όταν γίνεται μια αστυνομική έρευνα. Εάν θέλουμε να μιλήσουμε για έρευνα σε επιστημονικό επίπεδο, χρησιμοποιούμε την έκφραση research. All right? Research. Now, exercise C is a text. It is entitled Greeting Cards. A greeting card είναι η ευχετήρια κάρτα, okay? Greeting card. So what you had to do here was to read the text below and think of the word which best fits each blank. Use only one word in each blank, okay? So I'm reading the text once. The oldest European greetings card is a Valentine that was made in the 1400s, okay? Because we know the time. That's why we need past simple. Was made in the 1400s and can be found in the British Museum. So we need a modal verb. The modal verb can, because we need to show possibility, right? Until the 1800s, greeting cards were all made by hand, and so they were very expensive. However, by the 1850s, cards were being produced in factories, okay, past continuous, which made them, we mean the greeting cards, right, which made them a lot cheaper. So we need an object pronoun here. Another development that made greeting cards even more popular was the invention of the postage stamp in 1840. Until then, cards had been delivered, past perfect passive voice, had been delivered by hand. The postage stamp meant that cards could be sent by post, and this made it much cheaper and easier. Today, e-cards are sent over the internet, making the exchange of greetings even faster and easier. Okay? Are sent. Nice. So, let's check what else we had for homework today. As I can see here, just a minute. Okay. So you had, yeah, I haven't uploaded the grammar review 5 to 8 yet, but I will, perhaps next week. Okay, so wait for that, okay? Next week I will upload it on the forum. From the workbook on page 43, you had exercise D, your task, which was a writing task. And page 43, exercises A and B. 42 and 43. On page 42, you had the writing task. And on page 43, you had exercises A and B. So I want you to open your workbooks now, please. On page 43. Good. These two exercises had to do with vocabulary, okay? The first one is entitled The Oldest Channel Swimmer. It's a closed text, so you have a text with several gaps, and you have to fill in the gaps with the appropriate option, okay? You have to pick the appropriate option, right? So I'm reading the text. Even for strong and experienced swimmers, strong and experienced, ebiros. Swimming across the English Channel is very difficult. In fact, several thousand people, αρκετές χιλιάδες άνθρωποι, έτσι, several thousand people have, number 2, C, attempted to swim across the channel since the year 1875. Have attempted. Έχουμε το ρήμα attempt που σημαίνει επιχειρώ κάτι, okay? Across the channel since the year 1875, and only under 1,000 have succeeded. But this didn't stop 70-year-old George Branstad, who, number 3, who broke the world record in August 2004 and became the oldest person, broke the record, okay, break the record, σπάω το record, and became the oldest person ever to, number 4, to accomplish, επιτυγχάνω, έτσι, to accomplish this extraordinary feat. Although Branstad was a champion swimmer who had won more than 100 swimming medals, at his age, he was still, number 5, B, taking a risk, to take a risk, παίρνω ρίσκο. Έτσι, παίρνω ρίσκο, take a risk. This is the expression. However, he was determined to succeed. Be determined to do something σημαίνει είμαι αποφασισμένος να κάνω κάτι. I'm determined to do something. Okay. In the end, he, number 6, C, made it safely across the channel